Hey guys, first off, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to do another paper to pen video. I've come back from university after finishing my first year and I've realised that I haven't made a single one since I've been at university. I've put up little videos here and there throughout my university term, but mainly have uploaded for Practice Makes Pros, and I'm so sorry. But I'm back and I've got a book review for you, and I've also got a book haul. Now, for my first book review in a very long time, I've got a corker for you, and if you haven't read it, you should definitely check it out. It's Miranda Hart's Autobiography, Is It Just Me? Now, this book is brilliantly written. It's an autobiography of Miranda Hart's life. However, it's written in such a way that it doesn't feel like it's an autobiography. It's interrupted by Miranda's 18-year-old self, and the older Miranda converses with the younger Miranda, telling her how life isn't going to be how she expected it to be. The title itself is brilliant. Is it just me? Is it just me that gets toilet roll stuck up my skirt when I go to the toilet? Is it just me that screws up on a date? Is it just me that can't walk out of the sea without tripping over seaweed or clams or shells or prickles myself from seaweed? It's those questions that she tackles. She tackles dating, she tackles holidays, weddings, that etiquette that you face and you think, is it just me that can't comprehend this? Is it just me that can't understand why everyone else can do it, but I seem to muck up? Most of this book had me in stitches. I could not stop laughing. I had tears in my eyes from laughing so much because it's that well written. If I had to give one criticism about this book, is that when you shed the dust cover, you're left with a plain pink book. Nothing on it apart from little drawings, which is one of many that grace the book. They are all throughout clever little drawings that can make you chuckle, that are just, she doesn't pretend to be able to draw. Most of these are just simple drawings of kissing a pizza delivery boy, or being so tall that birds think you're a lamppost. Just those things that make you question, is this just me? It's very cleverly set out as well. At the end of a few chapters, you get a pit stop where Miranda gives you a little checklist to tick off various things that you've done, and also gives you a task to do. It's almost as though she expects you not to read this book in one go. It took me several weeks, okay, tell a lie, several months, because I kept putting it down and picking it up. And with some books, you put them down and you forget what's happened. Whereas with this book, you can put it down for several weeks, pick it up, and just carry on. I regret to say that I had never heard of Miranda Hart before watching Ali's book review on this very same book. And I went out and bought the book after what Ali had said and what an amazing review Ali had given about it. And she was right to give it such an amazing book review because it is a wholly remarkable book. It's so funny all the way to the last page. I give this book a 10 out of 10, and I will most definitely be reading it again. I have an extensive amount of books for this book haul. I am currently reading 2 books which I haven't finished yet and put down so I could finish Miranda Hart. I am currently halfway through Awakened in the House of Night series. However, despite being halfway through this book, this will probably be the last book that I get to. The reason being is the plot in these books gets so complicated that I've lost some enthusiasm to read it. I am also halfway through a book written by Hannah Harvey called After Summer. My next book review will probably be Hannah Harvey's After Summer, as I did a book review on her previous story, How I Got Here. In my previous book haul, if I remember correctly, I said I was going to read this book, The Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. However, I never got round to reading it, so that is still on my pile of books that I need to read. This will probably be the next book that I will read, My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, as this was lent by a friend, so I need to read it and give that back to her. I did put a sample on my Kindle, but I had a pile of books that I needed to read, so I never got round to even reading the sample. After reading My Sister's Keeper, I most definitely have to read The Time Traveller's Wife. The film for this is amazing, so I know the book will be brilliant too. Now I've got a book recommendation for you. Well, it's not really a book as such. It's one of those books that you pick up and read from any page. It's called The Art of Putdowns, and it's quite funny because it's put-downs that people have said to other people in the past. For example, you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. That was said by Barack Obama in reference to vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin. You look at George W. and you realise that some people are born great, some achieve greatness, and some get it as a graduation gift. That was said by Robin Williams on George W. Bush. And one of my favourites in this book was said by Simon Cowell to a X Factor contestant. You came in, you called yourself champagne, you sounded like house wine. I mean, that sort of sums up the performance. Champagne your flat. And my all-time favourite in this book, and well known for many people, is this one, said by Labour MP Bessie Braddock to Winston Churchill. This is a disgrace. You are quite drunk. Winston Churchill replies, and you, madam, are ugly. As for my condition, it will pass by the morning. You, however, will still be ugly. So I hope you enjoyed my book review / book haul / book recommendation. I promise I'll try and do a book review or book haul more often. And I will be updating my blog, which I'll leave a link to down below, where I'll do a written book review of Miranda Hart's book. And any other books that I review, I will most likely do a video review and a book review on my blog. Sorry that this video was very long, and sorry that I hadn't updated in a while.